Yo guys, what is going on? Welcome back to another video on the channel. Today, this morning, we have more market to look at, more things to talk about. If you guys are enjoying the market content, drop a thumbs up. The market is crazy. It was an interesting day yesterday because the sell-off in the morning at a time when I was sleeping was so extreme. It rebounded, then it went back down again, then it went back up. And you just have waves of panic buying and selling. A lot of stuff, though, this morning is back down yet again. Sort of rising. Now, the reason that you would see any sort of rise right now, guys, is because there would be less listings for that hour, which makes sense. If there's less listings, there's less panic. And, guys, you got to understand, cards can only get panic sold so much. Like, you really can't have the amount of supply that we've had the last 24 to 48 hours for 2 weeks. It's just not going to happen that way. So just keep that in mind as you guys are also trading and stuff, that sort of panic is not possible for a long time. So I think it's going to be super interesting to see what happens with the market. Yesterday I took some really big losses, guys, just because I didn't want the cards anymore. So we're right now at 35 million. We've got a couple more cards on the transfer list to sell. We didn't sell some things on our team properly at the right times. We got 37 mil probably when everything sells, plus a Neymar, plus some other stuff in the club. So we should be somewhere close to 42, 43, 44, 45 mil. Probably would have been closer to 50 if we had sold the cards properly on Thursday, but we learned our lesson about being lazy. Now, some of the prices that I'm watching are insane, and I'm not sure if a lot of these guys are going to sustain these low prices for a long time. That's what I'm worried about. I'm starting to wonder, like Vieira at 2.1 mil is just crazy. Right, some of these icons are seeing like the largest drop-offs I've seen on cards in a long time. So I'm starting to wonder at a certain point, is it going to be lowest this weekend, right? And here's why. Usually, guys, in the weekdays, the market starts to ramp up for weekend league, and I'm not convinced, boys. I'm not convinced that people are going to not buy this week. I just think, I know there's going to be some more selling this week, but I don't know. I just don't know, boys. I don't know if some of these, specifically icons, are going to get lower. It's impossible to time the market, right? It's impossible to know. My biggest thing to you guys would be like, if you're happy with a price, just go buy it, right? That's a nice voice crack on a Sunday morning. But yeah, if you're happy with a price, go buy it. Like Gold Neymar, guys, hasn't been under 550 all year, basically. Except there was like one point in the beginning where he was. And now he's back down, you know, under 540. So if you guys like a price, man, just go ahead and swing at it. That's what I would say. It's gonna be almost impossible to know. And the strategy guys of waiting for a little bit of panic buying to go buy is not really gonna work in this market. And it's not gonna work because that's gonna happen every other hour, and then it's gonna drop again. Because for every hour of panic buying, you've got more hours of panic selling. So just keep that in mind, that usually when we see stuff like on a Friday to know if a card's going to go up or down, a lot of times on a Friday we'll see, if we see some panic buying, we know the market's going to start going up. That is not the case this time around. It's a very complex market, and we're not going to understand what's going to happen. Now, in terms of like promo cards and things like that, for some reason, guys, all right, I still feel like some of these FUT birthdays and other cards, FUT birthdays have seen the most panic so far. So these guys have definitely seen overall the most panic so far on the market, but I still feel like some of these cards have a little while to go down, man. I don't know why, but I just have a feeling, you know, for some reason I feel like some of these cards are still too inflated for the standards of what is to come during Team of the Season. So I still could see a lot of these different types of cards dropping down a little bit more. You know, for weeks, guys, we had Ben Yedder. We had Ben Yedder Shapeshifter all the way up at like 1.4, 1.7, 1.8 mil. I can see that card dropping more again. You know, there are some cards that I feel like have been so inflated for so long that I'm just not sure if they're going to continue to hold that absolutely insane price that they have been at. I just don't know if it's going to happen. Now, you're going to see a lot more trends, guys. Like a lot of you guys are probably seeing ups and downs. If you're watching a card and it just rapidly goes up a ton in 1 hour, you shouldn't freak out. A lot of cards that are a little bit more rare, let's say like a Shapeshifter's Marcelo, a lot of these types of cards are going to go up and down a lot more because they have less supply, right? So a card's going to bounce up and down way more if they have less supply, right? the trends are going to be a lot more up and down. So just keep that in mind. But if a lot of you guys are looking to buy a team or certain players for your team, I don't think today / tomorrow / whenever you're seeing an hour of panic, because every single day, guys, there's been an insane hour of panic on any typical card. And there will be for most days of panic that we see, there's going to continue to be an hour of panic or two that is just absolutely crazy. Like to the point where you're like, holy crud, how is he that low? And you know, that may be the case where if you see that hour, go ahead and strike on it. It's going to be a little bit more difficult to sell cards during this market, but it's insane. Like this Pele yesterday was 8 million coins yesterday morning, and now he's 6.9, doesn't even sell, which means he's got a lot more to go down. And we're seeing this with even the top tier cards as well, like Eusebio. These guys no longer are the elite, are the top tier of sellers, man. These guys don't even sell anymore. Hullet's down at 11.5, man. He doesn't even sell at 11 mil. He's going to continue to go down. And then there's just some overall like insane drop-offs in like the mid-tier meta where like Moments Ballot, guys, doesn't even sell at 133 right now. This dude was like 1.8 a week ago. So some of the drops with the Moments cards have just been a lot. I'm starting to wonder with some of these types of cards, yes, they should have price corrected. Like it does make sense, but are they getting too low? Like a prime Moments Raul at 1.3 and he's continuing to go down. Some of these are coming to the point where I'm looking at them like, wow, that just seems too low. So I'm starting to get the alert going off in my brain with a couple of these guys in terms of the prime icon Moments cards, and starting to wonder, are they getting down now to the price where it's too low? Because these are very in demand cards. So I'm starting to look at some icons and things like that. Team of the years are also an interesting discussion. We can talk about those in a minute. Foot Birthday Mbappe, Foot Birthday Mbappe is a card that a lot of pros are selling and a lot of pros are buying. So this one's going to have an insane amount of trend. Not specifically pros, but top 100 players and just people who have them in their meta teams. There's going to be hours where this card is down a lot. There's going to be hours where he's back up a ton. Team of the year Mbappe has been trending really interesting as well. Team of the year Mbappe, guys, yesterday hit like 4 mil flat. Now he's back up to like 4.4-ish, 4.5. So that's interesting. I want to go over and take a look at Team of the Years with you guys. I know that Team of the Years are very popular. So Team of the Year, if we pull that up real quick, here we are. So Messi, a lot of the Team of the Years guys saw a very low point yesterday. I'm not sure if all those guys are going to get back down to that specific point. Some of the prices that we saw for Team of the Years yesterday were just mental. Messi hit an hour of 3.9. This one was the most interesting to me for Messi Shapeshifter because this card has not gone down in weeks. If you look at his trend, he's been 2.8, 2.7 to 2.9 for weeks. He hit an hour yesterday when I was sleeping at 1.9 mil. That's crazy. Same thing goes with Cristiano Ronaldo. His Shapeshifter yesterday his Shapeshifter hit an hour, I think, of 1.6. So if that is going to be the low point for a lot of these cards, I'm not going to expect these cards to get back down to that hour. We may get another hour of death coming up. I don't know when it's going to be, but we may get another one. I think what's important to keep in mind, guys, like with the market, with the market and things like that, a lot of these cards, guys, that are going to come out for Team of the Season aren't going to be full meta for like 2 weeks, right? There's going to be a couple full meta cards, not even really full meta. I mean, full meta is a very, a lot of cards within EPL Team of the Season are considered full meta, and the reason they're considered full meta is like, your Ruud Hullets, your Ronaldos, your Messis, that sort of stuff. There's not going to be a lot of full meta cards until we get to EPL Team of the Season, and that means that these guys are the end of the end game, and the guys that are getting into strictly insane teams. So we're not going to have a lot of those for 2 more weeks. So the ultimate buyback, guys, depends on one thing really coming up this next weekend, right? I can't even play Weekend League right now because there's absolutely nothing to play for. The Weekend League is doo-doo. But I think what is really interesting, guys, is if EA, last year I don't think we had Team of the Season player picks in Weekend League rewards the first weekend. I think what makes things really interesting is, do EA come out and do they give us player picks in Weekend League rewards for community Team of the Season? Like, do they do that for us? If they do, I think it makes an interesting story, guys. because I think the market will go up a lot more this upcoming weekend. So it really is going to depend on what EA want to do with the market or not do with the market. That's my thoughts. Because if EA go ahead, guys, and they give us some player picks and reds and informs and rewards and stuff like that, team of the season cards in rewards this upcoming weekend league for the weekend league rewards the following week, the market's going to go back up a lot because a lot of people are going to start playing with their teams and buy teams back. The reason a lot of these cards are down in the market, guys, is because people are not buying teams right now. People are playing untradeable. Look at my team this weekend. I'm playing untradeable. You know, I have a ton of coins, but I'm going to play untradeable because I just don't want to deal with this stuff. So 10 out of 11 players, besides my fullbacks and Neymar, my whole team's untradeable, which is cheap, right? Because you guys know I never sell Neymar. So that's a crazy thing to see, but that's what everybody's doing. I've played 5 games of Weekend League. Everybody's team is untradeable. I can tell by the mid icons, the prime icons, the types of players people are using, definitely untradeables for them. So that seems to be what everybody's doing. So if we start to get team of the season in rewards, it's going to change things. It's going to make people say, okay, I might have to go buy my team back now because I want to play with these cards to get the rewards, right? This is going to be like the 5 to 6 week period of the year when everybody's playing with full metas, man. Everybody is going to play with full meta to try to obtain a team of the season reward. So that's going to be the real kickstart to the market. There's going to be ups and downs until we know that point. I don't know when that point's going to be. So that's going to be the official kickstart for the market, guys, to just start going back up is going to be when there is a rewards that is worth it to play for, that is going to force people to go into like a full meta team. That's going to be the #1 really tick for the market to juice back up. So that's what I'm expecting, guys. And, do your best, guys. Do your best to not panic sell. Do your best to not panic buy. I'm going to be trading a lot today, I think. I'm going to try to pick up a lot of deals if I can. Guys, toss a like on this video if you guys want to see another upload tonight. I was thinking about recording like a live trading / live, icon flipping video for you guys. If you guys want to see that, drop a thumbs up and I'll drop it for you guys tonight around Squad Battle Rewards time. Because I really want to show you guys, like, I haven't been on the market for 2 or 3 weeks. Show you guys exactly, boom, how I'm getting on the market and looking at cards and looking at icons. So thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it, and I will see you guys later. Bye-bye.